Eastern PA Weather 30 meteorologist Bobby Martin here with your outlook for May 9th, 2018 for your Wednesday. We're going to have another partly to mostly sunny skies day today with temperatures a little bit warmer than they were yesterday. I know we were already pretty warm, a very pleasant afternoon. We're going to take the temperature up about 3 or 4 degrees from what we saw yesterday. So if you were hit 75, expect 78, 79 to be your high today. Some areas may get into, might reach the 80-degree mark this afternoon as we get a little bit more of a warm push. And here is an area low pressure offshore that's going to be remaining that direction. It's going to head off in this direction away from our area, will not affect our region. This one will, however, but not directly. It's going to have a cold front with it as this continues up into southeastern Canada with time. And the cold front that is associated with this will come through during the day on Thursday, but it's going to be late in the day. And mainly areas northwest I-95 will see the opportunity for scattered showers and thunderstorms. We will have to watch that for some stronger storms to be in that in the mix there. A little too early to be really talking about that until we get a little bit closer. And usually when we're talking about severe weather, you can see some signals there, but at this range. But once you get in within 24 hours, you can really start honing in on certain areas and what kind of potential you're looking for. So I don't really think it's going to be anything. It's going to be a big deal, overly big deal with that. But there is the potential there as looking at this from afar. Going over the NAM high-res future simulator radar, I'm going to start this off at 2 p.m. on Thursday. You can see some storms starting to gather out here at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Thursday in central Pennsylvania. And it's going to make its way eastward so that by the time we get to late afternoon, here's 5 p.m., we can see some scattered activity taking place over east, maybe mostly the easternmost parts of Pennsylvania. So I think there's going to be a severe threat here on or window on Thursday. We're looking at just in this area right here, not further west because they're starting to develop in this region here, so they're really not getting going yet. It's once they reach their max potential, which I think it's going to be somewhere here over eastern Pennsylvania, somewhere between the Wilkes-Barre Scranton area down through maybe Berks, Lehigh Valley, and down to Lancaster, and then point southwest into Baltimore. Once they get further east from this point, they can get to the Delaware state line, or not the Delaware state line, the Delaware River. They're going to start falling apart as you start meeting up with some ocean influences coming in that are going to help mitigate some of these storms as they move further eastward. You can see that here in the next frame. Now, I do want to caution that I'm looking at this the NAM high-res future simulator radar at max range. So to get an exact pinpoint of how these storms are going to look, whether there's more of a congealed line segment, which is probably going to be the idea. You get a line segment coming through ahead of a cold front. That's not there's nothing odd about that. So I do think it's going to be a probably, if there is going to be a severe threat on Thursday in the afternoon and early evening, it would be in the areas that I just circled, and probably a straight line wind damage threat is what we're looking at. But we'll hone that in as we get a little bit closer. Again, we're looking at this at arm's length, and once we get under 24 hours, usually can hone in a little bit better. So look for tomorrow's video and for an update on that. Otherwise, it's going to be very warm here again on Thursday ahead of this frontal boundary. So here's the frontal boundary coming through on Thursday. You can see the scattered showers and thunderstorms along the front. Again, mainly the interior northwest 95 is what we're looking at, but not too far interior, where the point where you're not dealing with any severe potential. So the highlighted area I circled is still probably going to be the case, but we'll narrow that down in tomorrow's video. Once we get to overnight Thursday night and then Friday we clear out, we're going to have a partly to mostly sunny day in between systems. And the next thing we're going to be dealing with is a warm front moving in from the west. So Friday, again, partly to mostly sunny skies. A little bit cooler, though. We're going to go from upper 70s to near 80 or so on Thursday ahead of the front, and then once we get behind the front, we're probably lower 70s here on Friday. And then overnight Friday night and early Saturday morning, we're going to have this warm front that's going to move off to our north. Could be a quick shower with this overnight, not a real big deal. This is looking at after midnight, between midnight and dawn on Saturday. A few showers maybe for central and northern areas cannot be ruled out along that warm front boundary, but then after that point, that moves off to the north. And now it looks like some things have changed since our last video. So our warm sector day here actually is going to be on Saturday. So Saturday we bump temperatures up, and this frontal boundary that is a warm front off to the north is going to sink off to the south here on Sunday. So that is now a change for Sunday. Sunday's not going to be as warm except unless you're south of that front, and that's going to be in our southern sections. Okay, so watch this front here as we move a little bit forward. Here's Saturday morning, here's Saturday afternoon, and watch what this front does. Just start sagging to the south. Here's overnight, so and then we get into Sunday morning, the opportunity for scattered showers and thunderstorms across mainly the central and northern areas on Sunday. Then it will slip off to the south. Again, scattered showers and thunderstorms late morning, early afternoon further south. And then when we get into the evening hours, or after, say, after 2 p.m. through the evening, here's your chance for more showers and thunderstorms south of the front. But because the areas south are starting on the warm sector, you're going to be a little bit warmer. Big difference in temperatures here between, say, Dover, Delaware, and Scranton, Wilkes-Barre. There's going to be a big difference in temperatures. Temperatures up here will be in the upper 60s probably for highs. Down here you'll be up close to 80 degrees. So big difference in temperature depending on where that frontal boundary is, and we'll get that a little bit narrowed down as we get closer. But this does look like to be a progressive front, which means it's not going to be hung up over the entire region the entire day. Different parts will get it at different points. So early morning further north, like very early in the morning, maybe pre-dawn in fact, and then the central areas look like right now Saturday, mainly Sunday morning, and then once that front clears, you get clearing in the afternoon, so becoming partly cloudy once the front moves off to the south. So we're looking at the afternoon right here, not so good for the southern areas, but the northern areas are clearing out. So we will have clouds giving way to sun and some lower humidity behind that front here on Sunday. And then once we get beyond that, that front stays to the south, and we have a nice day here on Monday with temperatures in the low to mid 70s and the mid upper 70s, maybe 80s again by the time we get to Tuesday of next week, but also dry. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is your outlook for May 9th, 2018. Have a great Wednesday.